Hi, it's Dave here. I'm just showing you how to get to the river house. It's not mapped on Google Maps. So what you want to search for is Arcady-A Homestead. This is what it would look like here. Arcady-A Homestead, Bells Road, Monteith. That's the closest Google location that you've got. So if you do a Google search for that and just map it, then you can drive to there, and it's on the same street pretty much. So I'll just show you where we're going. This is Adelaide City. This is Murray Bridge. And this orange line here is the Southeastern Freeway, the M1. So you'll live somewhere over here most likely. And you want to get onto the M1. So if you've never driven up to the hills before, if you drive to Stirling, Stirling is the start of the M1. So you just want to stay on the M1, like you're driving to Melbourne. You go all the way through here, and you just keep going on the M1 until it finishes. It finishes at Swanport Bridge, which is where you cross over the Murray. So you just drive down this dual carriageway all the way through, and just remember you're going to get to a freaking massive bridge, which is pretty hard to miss when you come past Murray Bridge. You don't go to Murray Bridge, you just keep on the highway. And you'll notice this huge river called the Murray that you can see from space. When you get to the Murray, then you want to start worrying, especially if you don't have Google Maps. But if you have Google Maps, just keep following to Arcady-A Homestead. I'll just zoom in a bit more. So you go over the Murray, and then you want to take the first left that you can actually take. You can't take this left here. Only fire vehicles can take that. So you'll notice you come over the Murray River and you come back onto the dual carriageway that takes you through to Tailem Bend, and it just divides into the dual carriageway. And as you come down, you come to this intersection, and there's a big sign here that says Monteith. It's not huge, but it's a big proper highway sign. And there's a big sign on the side of the road here which says Narrandjeri, which is the Aboriginal people's kind of thing there. Now, what you want to do is you want to turn off to Monteith. So there's a sign which actually says Monteith, which is where we live, a big green sign. And you cross across the dual carriageway and turn off onto this road here called McCulloch Road. And you can see Arcady-A Homestead here. So when you turn off, all you're going to do is you're going to drive down McCulloch Road. And the good news is McCulloch Road is bitumen all the way until it hits Bells Road, and then it turns into a dirt track. So if you just drive down McCulloch Road until it stops being bitumen, and this is a dirt road here as well. So you just drive down the bitumen, and then this is another bitumen road. You just turn right here onto Bells Road, and that's our street pretty much. So you go down the asphalt, then turn right, and it keeps being asphalt, and there's all dairies along here. And you just drive until you get to Arcady-A Homestead. It says you've reached your destination. When you've reached your destination, turn your GPS off because you're nearly there. So this is Bells Road, and this is Bells Landing, which is where we live. You want to drive down here. If you get to the water's edge, there's a boat ramp and a park and stuff here. You've gone just a little bit too far. Our house is this one here. So it doesn't display particularly right on here because this is old satellite. But this is 7 Kellett Street, Monteith. So this is actually a bitumen road as well here, Kellett Street. And there's a nice little sign that points and says Kellett Street. And you drive in, there's a house here, and then there's a house here. The second house along on the waterfront, which has a big blue gaudy fence, which is usually, there's an open gate here. And there's like a gaudy blue house here. That's our house. And there's a little sign on the fence which says Griffins Rest. So I hope that makes sense. If you've got Google Maps, just go to Arcady-A Homestead and just keep going down Bells Road and then just turn onto Kellett Street and you'll see us there. If you don't have Google Maps, I'll just zoom back out for you and we'll do this over again one more time. You want to come from Adelaide all the way down the freeway until you get to Murray Bridge. You want to come across the main Swanport Bridge. It's the main highway bridge across the river. Once you go across the river, you want to take your first right, and there's a big sign which says, a big green highway sign which says Monteith, and you want to get onto McCulloch Road, and then you just want to keep following the bitumen down McCulloch Road, turn right onto Bells Road, and then turn right into Kellett Street here, and it's the blue house there. Hope that helps. I'll see you here.